Hey everybody, this is Max with My ATV Media, and today we're doing a review of Warlock Master of the Arcane for PC. If you've ever played Master of Magic for MS-DOS, Warlock Master of the Arcane will be instantly familiar. Warlock is a modern homage to that game, and that's just fine, because Master of Magic was an instant classic. In Warlock, you take on the role of a wizardy sorcery type of guy and set out to conquer the world, which in this game is represented on a hex map. There isn't much of a story beyond that. I no more want or expect a story or narrative in this type of game than I would with chess. You can customize your wizard at the outside of the game, fiddling with their magical affinities and choosing from one of three basic races: human, orc, and undead. Though you can only begin the game with a single race and city, you can conquer or construct other cities, and depending on the makeup of the map and where that city falls, you may be able to build unique structures and build units like trolls and rat people. It's a turn-based game, and despite the trend in turn-based games to feature unwieldy interfaces and complex mechanisms, Warlock is a rather inviting as well as deep game. Each turn you may construct units at your capital, move around your armies, attack units or structures, rest your units and recover their hit points, or cast spells. The game does feature an economy. It's simple enough that you can easily get yourself out of the red if you've spent too much of any one resources, yet not be too flexible that it will allow a wizard to outgold another. Each of your cities is a growing population. Every few turns, when it reaches a high enough level, you'll have the opportunity to build a new structure within the city boundary. You can also increase the size of your city by building structures at your borders. In essence, the more cities and percentage of the map you control, the more powerful you will be. You will also have to contend with the will of the gods, of whom you may have a favorable or unfavorable relationship with. If you complete the gods' quests, they will like you and gift you with the rare spells and grant you the ability to summon their followers. However, this favor may reach a point where they take physical form on the map and take you on. Neutral cities and monsters are everywhere, and conquering these rogue agents will often net you extra gold or unique units, so they can become annoying when they invade the heart of your territory, seemingly out of nowhere. If I have any gripes at all with the game, it lies with the quests and invading neutrals. The latter can be a simple annoyance and non-challenge, and the former can just be difficult, as you cannot see the location of a quest without accepting it. There are often penalties for failing quests, and they may be located away from any of your armies. Other wizards are where the grand strategy comes into play. Upon coming into contact with other territories, you may open negotiations, where you may offer gold, magic, request gold or magic, enter into peace treaties, or declare war. Diplomacy is important, and in a large game it can be beneficial to play one wizard against another. Combat isn't simple and relies on just a few unit traits that are affected by the terrain on which they fight, in addition to some units that can travel across water or fly. Units gain experience from combat and gain perks that give them an edge in combat. More often than not, powerful veteran units can hold off many weak units all on their own. Some units have special abilities like trolls that regenerate every turn. Researching magic is important, and granted you have the magic points and the requisite turns to cast, you can unleash powerful magic that can quickly change the flow of combat. There are three ways to win in Master of the Arcane: by researching the highest level spell, which can be really cheap when the computer does it, though it takes about 200 turns, by conquering the map, or if a god hates you enough and summons an avatar, you can proceed to beat the hell out of it and win the game that way. Arcane features no multiplayer, and a grand strategy game with long turns, that may be a good thing. With multiple difficulty levels and solid mechanics, this game is highly recommended for fans of turn-based strategy games with a high fantasy theme. Thanks for checking out this review of Warlock Master of the Arcane. The game is out on May 4th.